Hello everyone and welcome to Janet's Craft Corner. Today we're going to learn how to make the Shiplap Owl Door Hanger. Okay, we'll go back. We did our lightest of our browns, the linen color we did on our owl, and we went left to right on the head and up and down on the body. And there are lots of areas that we didn't have to cover because of the fact that pieces are not going to go there. We did our white pieces and we are now doing our yellow pieces. And I said that I'm keeping my strokes going from the inside out so that my lines show best. And then I will go through and clear as any lines that I cover up with the X-Acto knife. And I'm just wiping, I don't care that I'm getting it on the inside because it's up against another piece, and so you're not going to see it. So I'm just kind of wiping it with the wet wipe, but not too much, not too concerned about it. Just don't want it to get too thick. I am actually having to do 2 coats of this color. I might have been able to get away with the 1 coat, but I really want it to be a bright, so. But then I'm going to have to go back and clean all my things because the 2nd coat is filling them more. Yep, that's going to take some time. There's a lot of them. Okay, so then these are the turquoise blue. Okay, the blacks. I think they're going to be a mixture of a... Actually, if I used a full sponge, I might get by with just sponge on all of it. Instead of using a quarter sponge, I'll use it this way. I think that's maybe what we do. I still think I'm going to end up painting those 3 pieces with a brush, but I still think we're going to use a full one because there's a lot of this. Okay, the only pieces you need to edge are the white and blue of the eyes and the feet. And then you can decide on those too, because like I don't think I'm gonna edge my blue. It has an edge on it, but it's a very clean, clear edge or all the way around. I think I'm gonna go with it. I am gonna edge my feet. Okay. Which do we want to do first? Try to do our dry... We probably should do our dry brushing first. Basically, you're using 2 colors to dry brush with. You're using the middle brown and the dark brown. The darkest brown is what I call real brown. It's the one I usually stain with. Okay. And then the middle brown is kind of a taupey color. Okay, so I'm going to try first of all dry brushing it. I'm too heavy, I think, with my dry brushing. Probably need to take more off my brush, maybe. But now we get to do the dark color. The head, I think, needs to be even lighter. Putting a little bit more down in those areas so it makes that fact that those are 2 different directions a little more. Okay, Mod Pod. Okie doke. You can lay them side by side.
Yeah.
Kind of picture where the things go. Makes the most sense. What?
Well, I messed up one of the ears and just make a big blush.
Oh. He just has a lot of color right there.
Yeah.
To use scrapbook on a piece instead of paint, what you're first going to do is take the piece and lay it upside down on your piece of scrapbook paper so that you can cut out the piece as close to the size of your piece as possible. Once that's done, you are going to take your Mod Podge and just coat it on your wood piece. You want to put a pretty good coat on it, but you want to not let it dry because you're going to want to keep it wet until you apply the scrapbook paper. Then you are going to take your piece of scrapbook paper and place it on your wood piece and slide it around till it matches up the edges as well as possible, and then let it sit and dry with the piece on top. If you have trouble getting your scrapbook paper lined up and your Mod Podge dries, then just pull it off and put another coat once you've got it lined up and you know which way it goes, because in this case there is a definite top and bottom to these. So pull it off and then just put another coat of the Mod Podge on. Doesn't matter if there's a dried coat underneath, just put another good coat on so that you can then slide it back up and onto the piece. And then we're gonna get our little sandpaper baby here to go around our edge. So I would suggest marking the back, which is the upside, so that you don't screw up, because I'm not 100% sure I've got this one right. So the next step here is going to be to get my pieces and lay them out here. So you have two, there basically are two different sizes of piece. There's a big piece and a little piece.
Yeah.
And each takes too big and too little. So about there. So when we get to where we're going to start gluing, first thing we need to do is lay our pieces that go under, and basically the wing is holding them together. So holding them onto the main piece. So we need to make sure we put plenty of glue on our for our wing. Either put it on the back of the wing or you put it here, but you need to make sure you do plenty of it so that that seam holds well. Wing on, and do a good job of lining him up along the outside edge is more important than the inside edge, because the inside edge has got enough of a buffer that as long as your outside as long as your outside edge is good, then your inside edge will be fine. And I should have done this the other way so that I could see my outside edge. When I tried to pick it up, of course, you know, I lost a piece Okay, so that side is done. I'm trying to see if I can turn it around, let that side sit there and dry while I do this side. And by the way, there's definite left and right to your pieces that go in, but I'm sure you figured that out. Okay, and on our eyes, we're going to start out on the outside edge with our blue circle, or teal one, or whatever color you want to call this. And there's the line for where it goes, and you're going to get it in where it goes. And then work your way in with the rest of it. And the white scallopy one sits up on top. Everything else nests down inside. But the white scallopy one sits up on top.
Okay.
There's that. And then the yellow. There is a slight curve difference north and south on the laser, so you might have to slide your circles around just a little bit to get them to go the right way.
Okay.
To get them to snap down in there. Usually not very far. It's not a huge it's not a huge difference, but it's enough that if you get it in there wrong, it'll be real tight and you'll be able to get it on there. But if you rotate it just a little bit, it'll be like, that worked just fine, thank you. We're gonna get this one done in less than an hour. Normally it takes us about 2. But there wasn't a lot of trimming in this one.
That is true. Yeah.
That's a lot of why it didn't take us as long. Because, really only the blue piece, the white piece, and the big piece needed to be trimmed. And the feet. That's not very much trimming, really.
I love when pieces fit into each other. Then
Just inside each other, because then you don't have to worry about trimming them.
Yeah. Well, once I got the pieces on, my dry brushing doesn't look horrible.
Too bad.
Now I could put a little bit of white here and here, and I probably will eventually, but I'm gonna let them sit a little bit. Make sure they get good and dry. Thanks for joining us. I hope you join us again soon. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you know when we post a new video.